Welcome to Grammar and Literature with zh4vo. My name is zh4vo. I am a student of English Literature. Today we will go to discuss the biography of Dr. Samuel Johnson and his work. First of all, you should know that Dr. Samuel Johnson, he was English poets or writer, lexicographer, and as a poet. First of all, we will go towards its biography and life. You should know that Dr. Samuel Johnson, his father was a bookseller. He was also a bookseller because his father's profession is linked to his bookseller. Student also start his work. He was financially unstable, poor. He belonged to poor family. That's all about his family background, and now we will discuss his education. How Dr. Samuel Johnson get his education, and this terrible life and poor life, how he became a great poet. Now we discussing this point. Education. Dr. Samuel Johnson started his education in the teenage age, and when he was at the age of 3 years. When he was a 3-year, he started his education from his mother, as well as he also started his study from a shoemaker. He also getting education from that shoemaker. He gets education, and then we will discuss another point. We get his education. He also started his writing in the early age, in the young age. A lot of poets criticize him because he was writing in the young age. Another point, we will discuss his marriage life. Dr. Samuel Johnson is married to Elizabeth Porter. Elizabeth Porter was older than Dr. Samuel Johnson because his age was considered approximately 45, exactly 45. Elizabeth, he was that ladies have 3 kids, and in that time that Dr. Samuel Johnson age was 25. And then when he married to Elizabeth Porter on the purpose of financial stability, because Dr. Samuel Johnson wife Elizabeth Porter gave lot of money, and from that money Dr. Samuel Johnson opened a school. His name is Ideal Hall School. In another point we will discuss the objectives. What was the objective to Dr. Samuel Johnson in his life? Dr. Samuel Johnson studied a lot of poets. 52 poets he studied in his life, in his age, in his young age. His main objective is to study the poet and give the idea from the poet's biographer. Another point we will discuss. Discussing this point according to literary criticism, because we will go to what is the William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare prepares to delicate ballad. Why Dr. Samuel Johnson criticized Shakespeare? Because Dr. Samuel Johnson studied Shakespeare. in 9 years. You know that? 9 years. He studied, Dr. Samuel Johnson studied the Shakespeare works. First of all, he studied the Macbeth works of Shakespeare. He criticized, he gave criticism. What was the importance of Shakespeare works? We will discuss this point on the preface to Shakespeare. He criticized and the two objectives and the two point of view. First of all, he criticized his tragedy work, his work of drama, his importance. What was the importance of drama of Shakespeare? As he gives importance as well as he criticizes his drama, Shakespeare. He gives criticism on that point. We will discuss and literary criticism in another lecture. And now we have discussed how many points? First of all, life, another education of Dr. Samuel Johnson, and the third point, is a biographer. And fourth point, objectives. What was the objective of Dr. Samuel Johnson? And another point, the most important point, and according to Dr. Samuel Johnson as a career, in the career of Dr. Samuel Johnson. First of all, when Dr. Samuel Johnson, at his young age, he was not a poet, not an educator, not a degree holder, because you know that in education point of view, I missed, sorry for that, he studied first of all, in his school he completed his MA from Oxford and then doctorate from Trinity College. Now we discuss career. First of all, he these 2 points I missed, that he completed his MA from Oxford and doctorate from Trinity College. And now we discuss career. First of all, he started his teacher. From that time, that Dr. Samuel Johnson had no degree. He was not degree holder, but he started to study in that school without degree. And later on, he quit that job because there's a lot of burden on Dr. Samuel Johnson to run his educations, and then he quit that job. And another ideal high school, I will talk about that point. That point, he opened the ideal high school, and that school, there are 3 children came to that school, and later on that school was run approximately 1 year, and then he disqualified or quit that school because there were 3 children and the people not came there. And that children, the one child, David Garrick, the most intelligent. And David Garrick, he was one of the student of among the 3 students. He was one student. He was playing a character. Irene was a tragedy. Dr. Samuel Johnson, he wrote Irene tragedy. Irene tragedy became most popular among the people. These are the tragedy written by Dr. Samuel Johnson. And that tragedy was played by a man. What was the name of that man? David Garrick. That play was played by David Garrick. Irene play. And Dr. Samuel Johnson's was criticized, and that he says that Irene is my weak work. He is not satisfied. A lot of writer wrote his work because he is not satisfied. This is the nature. This is the truth. This is the nature of every man, because man is not satisfied in this world. Dr. Samuel Johnson also not satisfied because he said, Iron is my weak one. He considers weak one, but the people consider it a great one. Dr. Samuel Johnson called a weak one, not a people. Another one, according to a career of Dr. Samuel Johnson, he started his school, and then he became a poet, a lexicographer, and then he wrote the preface to Shakespeare, and the London. And when he wrote the London work in 1739, an anonymous name, there is no name on that work. First of all, Alexander Pope came on the front. What was the writer of that work? He wrote that work and he criticized from that work. And Alexander Pope said that what was the writer? He is a weak writer. Why he wrote a later poem? Because according to Alexander Pope, he said that it is weak work. Now, a career. We discuss the career, and then we discuss the works. Dr. Samuel Johnson work. Many of our, lot of work Dr. Samuel Johnson have, but the most important work, the dictionary of the English language, 1755. The one man, I forgot that name, sorry for that, who came to Dr. Samuel Johnson to wrote the dictionary. It was, please keep this point in your mind. That was not a past dictionary in that time. There was dictionary was still there, but he wrote the dictionary and another patron, and that dictionary was criticized by whose? Lord Macaulay. Lord Macaulay sir. Yes, you know that. He was there. He was came in India. India just taught his British education. You know that. You know all about it. As Macaulay, because Macaulay said that he has rich legitimologist. He says to rich legitimologist to Dr. Samuel Johnson. He is criticizing this point. Another one. Island to the west. Journey to the west one island. I forgot that one. He wrote it in 1755. And another work, Dr. Samuel Johnson, I told that London. And another works, the biography of the very prominent poet, including Shakespeare and also many other writers. He started his life, studying his life on 1775. That was my lecture. I delivered that the Dr. Samuel Johnson's biography and works, and then we will discuss why the doctors, who's called the poet of nature to Shakespeare, and we discuss this point on literature and criticism, another lecture, and we also discuss that Dr. Samuel Johnson comparison to Dryden, and then we will discuss Dr. Samuel Johnson as a critic or biographer. In this point in another lecture. Thank you for watching this video. Please follow my channel, literature and grammar and literature was Rahman. And the previous time my paid name was History of English Literature with Wajid Rahman, and now I changed the paid name Grammar and Literature with Wajid Rahman, because I upload the name, the notes of grammar, literature, linguistic, and many others notes that are related to English literature. I upload the step by step, and please follow my page on YouTube and Facebook as well. Thank you for watching this video. Having a good day. Thank you very much.